Two tables. Masters here or just one? No. Just the one here, is it? Okay. That's good, I like that. I want to get some breaking.
Anyway, you won't see me. You might see me popping up at one time, but I'm going to be out.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are at the Harmony Club in Canberra. Just preparing the table, getting ready to bring the players out and start the singles finals. We will be watching Gus to Giorgio from Victoria versus Ricky Emery, South Australia, in the final of the men's singles. I am joined today by last name Roth, first name That, and David Rothel. How are you, mate?
Yeah, good, bud. It's going to be an insane match. I can't wait for this. SA versus Vic is probably something that we've kind of needed for a long time for a men's singles final.
Been a while.
It has, very. It's always just been New South Wales guys keep stealing the spots.
Keep taking your spots. We've had, well, the Vics have had plenty up there in recent times. And
yeah.
Obviously, I think we had Kurt in 13, then Michael. Robbo in 12, then Kurt in 13, then Michael, and then a runner-up for Michael. So
yeah.
But these boys are both on fire. Will be an absolute pot fest.
Absolutely. I think Gus is how aggressive is Gus? Because I haven't really seen him much. I know he doesn't make too many routine errors, but I don't know what he does at the start normally, whether he just looks for the aggressive options straight away or whether he can slow down a little bit at the start. He'll just
take the balls accordingly. You know, if they're there to pot, he'll take them on, and he doesn't often miss them. So
yep. So there's if there's that one hard ball, he'll opt to try to get it out.
Yeah, but he'll still play his percentages, whereas Ricky will generally lean towards being more aggressive.
Yeah. Oh, he fully believes that if he's at the top of his game, he'll be out there to win 10-0. Yeah. If he's just slightly off, then he's got a chance of losing.
Yeah, look, Ricky, that's an old photo of Gus. Wow.
And Ricky's got his good life gym photo up there. You can't fit his shoulders in there.
Well, Gus knocked out the defending champion, Benny Foster, and he beat him 7-2. The balls were there all the time, and Gus just kept running racks. So depends how the breaks go as well, and it'll be interesting.
Yeah. So for those that want to watch the Master Singles and the Ladies Singles, if you head to the AEBF 8-Ball YouTube channel, they'll be streaming both of those at once. I'm not sure if they're commentated, but at least you'll be able to see both of them.
But you're better off staying with us for
of course, yeah.
Better match and better commentary, and
of course,
yeah. No, the AEBF stream's gotten better and better, and as has Cue Ball, and the coverage is improving all the time. So it's
Definitely.
more options for everyone, which is only good for the game.
Yeah.
Predictions?
Well,
We both know who we have to predict, so.
of course.
Yeah, I'll predict Gus.
I'll predict Ricky. The scoreline's probably 10-8, 10-7.
I think early days are pretty important. If Ricky can get out early, it'll be very hard to peg back.
Yeah. They've had a different style tournament, both of them, in terms of how they've played. Like Gus has come out of the blocks flying, whereas Ricky's really struggled a little bit. And so Ricky's learnt from his mistakes through the tournament and has just only improved. Whereas I think Gus has just been peaking the whole time.
Yeah,
so it's going to be dependent on how well Gus can maintain that and how well Ricky can get off to a good start to get into that frame of mind where he can just smash anyone.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, the turning point for Ricky is obviously when he played Dave.
Yeah,
Dave Ewing. So
yeah, he was really struggling before that match, and then that kind of acted as a catalyst for him to like play really well on the teams.
you know, he's taken out Rusty. Gus has taken out Justin, who undoubtedly the two overwhelming favourites in the semis. So
Yeah, I think the way that Gus beat Justin too, he was just relentless. Just whatever Gus threw at him, whether it was aggression or safety, Gus just outplayed him basically.
Not many people can get Justin looking uncomfortable on the table, and he did that. So, so here we are. Gus won the lag, and he breaks. And he's come up dry. This is exactly the opportunity Ricky wants to start with.
He's got choice of either ball. Obviously, the red on the bottom of the rail is really difficult to pot. I kind of took tree line tables with a bit of content, but playing on them, the rail shots are really difficult.
The only thing I like about this bottom red, Dave, is you can drop it in dead weight for the black.
Yeah, and that's what he's probably thinking. He'll use one of the balls in the middle to float down for the black.
Totally different scenario if you need position off a ball like that.
Yeah.
And a couple of legends just rocked up to support you guys this morning, mate.
Oh yeah, Mick and Alec. I was not expecting that at all.
85 years of pool experience between two guys.
Yeah, back when the balls were in black and white.
You can answer to them when they hear that, mate.
Oh, Mick's called me numerous names for saying that. He knows. But Mick was saying that when the guys were 12-7 up against Victoria, he's booked his ticket to come, and then he's cancelled it when we were 5-0 down to Tassie.
Yeah, down fair call. So the last SA Vic final would have been, if I'm not mistaken, Brent and Steve Missard. Was that in Adelaide?
It's probably close, yeah.
I wasn't actually there for that, but I'm pretty sure that would have been it.
That was probably the last. No, that was the last time an SA made the final.
Yeah. No. Did Jimmy Della make the final?
Jimmy Della made it before, I reckon. Jimmy
Did he make the semi, or he made the semi
Yeah,
in
he made
Gold
the
Coast?
semi in the Gold Coast.
That's right. There was 3 rangers in the last 4 in Gold Coast.
Yeah. So he's got to be a little bit careful here. He's got to kind of play either a soft stun screw back or with side to get down enough on the table to make his red.
Needs to get across, but needs to take the pace out of it.
Yeah. And avoid the yellow.
Almost like a little, just a drag shot with side.
He's played that really well.
Perfect. No mistake there. Got through far enough, so he's not running straight at it.
And he's just making sure of everything. It's a pretty good start by Ricky.
Yeah, he looks good.
That's just what he needed to settle to. So hopefully we see Gus do the same. Although I am South Australian, but I'll admit I'd love to see a
And
high quality final.
And it's Ricky's break.
It's so quiet in here compared to the other days. There's not as many people yelling.
I don't think we can compare to the noise you've had in the last 2 matches, mate.
Yeah.
2 playoffs in a row, you'd all be exhausted.
Yeah, it was very draining. My eyeballs were hurting from yelling at the end of the Tassie match. So I had to drink a lot of water.
Mate, you get plenty of people who don't play this game. You tell them, yeah, I played a tournament, pretty tired, long day. They're like, you're playing pool, how hard is it?
Yeah.
If you don't play and you don't play at this level, very hard to understand the amount of energy you use in these big matches.
Especially because it's such a team environment. You have to be always one. That means when you're at the table, you're 100%, and then when you're off the table, you're just screaming for your guy to win.
Yeah, and it wasn't as bad, until a couple of years ago, because you're only playing 2 matches a day. But now in this format, you're playing 3 and 4 matches in a day.
Yeah.
Very hard work. Well, it could be 2-0 very quickly.
Yeah. So how do you go about this? You've obviously the far left and the far right balls you have to get rid of early. Which ball do you take first?
I don't think the far right one matters too much because it's close enough to the pocket. You can play a plant if you have to.
Yeah.
But the one in the left, definitely the one closest to the hole, you've got to get rid of that.
Wouldn't be surprised if he played for it now.
Which he's done. So you've just got to be a little bit careful here.
What's that?
He may just run the white.
Excuse me.
And then play a plant on one of the bottom ones.
You also need to get the white high enough to stay, so the white stays down here afterwards as well.
Well, he was lining it up. It looks like he could be close to a pot on the potting angle of that ball from underneath these. So. Oh,
That's a brilliant shot. Very clever.
that's a good attacking shot because it couldn't really go wrong.
Yeah.
He would have been extremely unlucky not to be on the ball. But now they're very easy.
Good signs.
Yeah, good signs for Rick. Gus hasn't made an error yet. He's about to be 2-0 down. That should be just about perfect. Come back far enough.
I think he's got a little bit of angle.
He could punch up high and play it back across in the corner if he wants to.
I think he'll do that.
Yeah, that's the shot.
That was a really positive out by Ricky when he took on just the little kiss on the 2 balls on the left to open up the frame.
Yeah, it's a
really good
Gus knows
mindset already.
that he feels comfortable, and good thing for him is he'll be able to settle out there. It always takes a couple of frames, and
Yeah.
it looks very good.
I don't think it'll phase Gus at all though.
Gus is only young, but he's been playing pool a long time. He knows this part of the game. Sometimes you don't get opportunities, but in a race to 10, he will get his chances. So
Yeah. Gus is sitting directly opposite me, and throughout that frame, all he was doing was looking at the table. He wasn't looking around at all. He looks focused.
and Ricky's potted him quick enough, so he probably won't go cold. But I tell you what, have a look at the Reds.
Wow.
I'm going to say it. That's 3-0.
Yeah. So the biggest thing here is to figure out which ball you want to use last. And it doesn't look... It's kind of a difficult decision. You've got so many options that you just have to... You can get unstuck here.
Does he play the plant second shot here, or does he get across and play the one in the hole?
think he's going to clear the top table.
Play the red above the black down in the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's just got to keep his white ball movement to a minimum in this frame. They're all easy.
Yeah.
Just don't get caught. Depending on his line, he's yeah. He always had that ball as a backup.
And he probably realises that the red that's highest of the 4 down the bottom goes in the middle. So he doesn't have to do as much with the white ball to get on it later.
It's not awesome. You'd like to be able to screw back a bit here, leave yourself high on the plant.
He's not handball. Nice.
You can cue it, so he's all right. Oh, bit of decel there. Always awkward when you're queuing next to the ball.
Yeah.
It'll be tricky to be on this after he plays it. I don't think they're straight enough.
I think he has to play for the other yellow up that's higher.
Yeah.
And just hope that the red goes somewhere in a potable position.
We'll try and control it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a clever shot.
He's played it really well.
Yeah. Like you said, he just didn't worry too much about that ball, just made sure he was on the other one.
And the top red does go in the middle, but he won't want to play that.
Yeah, but it's
More of a last resort.
I don't know if it's last resort. If you can play the top one now, it's trickier shot. Yeah, well, there. Oh, look at this.
Oh, wow.
It's a trickier shot, but it's much better for position on the black.
I think we just got an example of the 2020 in how players have to rush.
Still got a tricky. He's just overplayed that one a little. So tricky shot now. Still should get it, but yeah, just a little soft screw to miss the middle.
Yeah.
Using all his 40 seconds just to recompose himself. He reckons he can just run it.
He's got it. Good recovery by Ricky.
Yeah, Gus will feel a little bit hard done by there. That jag's basically a 2-frame swing.
Yeah. Still won't phase him, but he looks like he's just waiting patiently. It's hard to tell because obviously Gus hasn't played an actual shot, but I'm sure he's fine.
Well, he's got to get the brakes going.
Yeah.
And if he can't get balls, he's not going to win it.
There's been a lot of dry breaks on these tables.
Strange, it goes in runs.
Yeah.
Rick's got a well above average size break too.
Yeah, it's
something to do with those arms possibly.
It's what he trains for, so he can break up. It's nothing to do with
not the looks or
shape.
fitness.
Yeah.
Oh well, he's certainly got the run of them so far.
Yeah. So how do you get back to the table? I think you can chip off this one and then hide the white behind the yellow on the far side, maybe. Or just screw back to back rail and leave a hard shot.
Yeah, or just play off that other one and play black across into that corner. Which is what he's doing, I think.
Yeah. It's an ideal spot for the white.
That's yeah, that'd be frustrating for him if you finally get to the table 4 frames in and that's what you're left with.
Wouldn't be surprised if Ricky took on this pot to the bottom left.
Well, he's got to be thinking too, look, if I miss, they're there, but, you know, all the pressure's on Gus.
Yeah.
And that's only going to build. Very good shot.
Good shot.
Oh, he might be a bit of trouble. 3-ball plant.
3-ball plant.
Red in between those two yellows up the top right, top left.
I like to think he knows his limits better than to take that on. Looks like he wants to lay up, which is sensible.
Disappointing.
He doesn't want to.
Of course
You
not.
can tell.
Played it well. Good shot.
Yeah.
What's Gus do? Crowd it?
Either has to, or I don't think he can like smash the yellow onto the red to get out and get a safe white.
No, the only safe white is up in that corner where he started off from.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Oh, he's had a go. Hey.
He's got unlucky. Nice.
He's got unlucky
Unlucky
as well.
Yeah. It's a cruel game. But he's in with a. He's at the table.
Yeah.
Which is the most important part.
Don't think Ricky will begrudge him a bit of luck there. Screw straight back. No, he doesn't quite have the angle. Oh, he might have. Has he got a bit of angle just to force the white around that red?
I think he's a bit straight. I think he needs to. Well, maybe he can use the yellow in the middle to like come off 2 rails and break them out.
If he doesn't have that, just play this yellow off the red and push the red to the cushion.
Yeah. That's a. Wow.
Just get a result, Gus.
Yeah.
That's all right. You still get a yellow under that red.
Yeah, he does have a chance. And at worst, he should be able to take control of that pocket. It's a good line he's got.
Yeah, beautiful.
You just float up. Just avoid the red in the middle of the table and get reasonably, well...
Should be running right between them.
Yeah. I think you just need to just get on as straight to like the potting angle of the yellow so that you can kind of screw back for the yellow in the same pocket when you clear the red.
Yep.
He's off angle, but he can take control. Yellow in the middle. He's actually looking at the yellow in the corner. So he's going to play this pretty hard, I think.
He needs to hit it firm for it to drop it.
Yeah.
Big shot. Dane Van Kempen at the back of the screen there. What is that shirt he's wearing?
That's not bad.
Can you... Yeah, there you go,
maybe.
ladies and gents. Just on Gus's left there at the back. That is disturbing. I'm a big fan of Dane. He's a good kid, but needs some fashion tips. So 1 dead ball for Rick. Looks like he's playing a little safety.
Just try. Gus is...
He's
You're
left
right
him
behind the shot.
I reckon he can hit him. Don't know if he can pot it.
Might just be a slight swerve.
Yeah, a little swerve, he'd be okay anyway. Dave, it's Dave Ewens. It's a great little
shot,
swerve.
Gus.
Fantastic little swerve from Gus there.
Yeah. He's done well to keep the yellow into play as well. That can so easily just sit on the side rail and be really difficult.
He'd just be happy having a shot at a black, I think.
Yeah.
I love, Joe, ex-president Joe Fanto yesterday commentating and
Just needs to bounce.
calling Dave Ewens, and also said it was his first nationals. I wasn't there, but I'm pretty sure he might have been a couple of times before, Dave.
Yeah, once or twice.
Well, that's a good shot. That's a tricky, a very missable little black under the circumstances too. So
Yeah. These
great shot here. Just
Yeah,
turned it
brilliant.
enough, controlled it all.
he's played it soft enough so the yellow doesn't move much at all, regardless of how it hits the other yellow. These middle pockets are really strange to play on. Like if you judge the speed right, the pocket is massive, but if you're hitting them really hard, they're a lot smaller than what you think.
Yep.
It's really weird. Like you kind of
So there's a big drop on them, but a tightish cut.
yeah. Like doubles are pretty difficult on these tables.
They square up pretty easy.
They do, and you have to play them at the right pace too. It's a big break. If he's on a red, he's out.
And he's on a plant in the middle. Does it sneak past? No, it doesn't sneak past.
Big shot.
Here he comes.
And this other red must pass through into the middle. Other middle.
Ah, yeah, that will for sure.
Okay. So the key shot will be getting from the two reds in the middle to a spot where he can pop the other two reds without losing the white, because the black's down so low.
He didn't want to be straight on this, which he is, because he wants to be, well, as straight as possible.
Yeah.
It's tricky, that yellow's in a horrible place to the one under the bottom red here. It's right in your way of where you want to come out.
Yeah.
Pinch a bit of pocket. It's as much as he could do.
I don't like this.
He's basically got to...
I see the white.
He's got to miss the yellow
Yeah.
and check it up. It's horrible.
If the white hits the yellow, it's going to die on the back rail.
Or he hits it harder, it gets quarter ball off the yellow, into the black, into the red. He's gone. That was always going to happen.
Yeah. Very tough shot.
Tell you
Is
what,
this where you do a masse?
I don't see many good options.
So red's obviously a must hit. You don't want to be giving your opponent two shots, because if you hit your yellow, your opponent's basically got three dead balls.
Playing across the table is... No, he's not.
So that's
good
as
option.
good as he can do. So Ricky's basically got one and a half dead balls. So Gus should be getting back to the table, but whether or not the bottom right corner is going to be covered or it's going to be snookered.
Trying to get one off the cushion here at the same time.
Yeah.
She's done well, but he's unfortunately put one back on the cushion.
That's fine. Ricky can just afford to be patient for a little bit. He doesn't want to give an easy snooker escape, otherwise he's going to be have distance between his yellows.
Just needs another good snooker.
I wonder if the black actually goes. If the black goes, he might have a crack.
Yeah, I reckon it'd go, even if it doesn't go, if there's nothing else on the table, he gets down, he sits it over the hole. Gus is gone anyway.
Yeah.
Just seeing if he can get close enough to have an extraction angle there, Dave.
Yeah.
That will not be it.
Yeah, hasn't come far enough. On any other table, you would just probably go game because that yellow would be a lot easier, but it's very tricky down these rails.
Yeah, they are tough.
But you can just see Ricky really wanting to go game. That's probably going to be end visit very soon, I think.
He's got to go safe now.
Yeah.
It's not that easy though. You've got to try and cut off this side rail. Otherwise Gus can get in there and tuck him in behind. He's overhit that up by a lot and he's got away with it. No, he'll have a shot at this.
Did he call
I
a
reckon.
foul on himself? Or I think Ricky called a foul on himself.
Just for a push.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, good call, Ricky.
Yeah, he double hit. Like it's a bit of a weird rule, the double hit. Like if the umpire doesn't see you actually do the double hit, it's okay. But I don't know about you, but the way I play them is if I'm in a shot, regardless of how close the wide is to an object ball, and my intention isn't to double hit it, and I do, then I call a foul on myself.
I know how it feels, you know. When it feels wrong, I call one on myself.
Yeah.
When I wasn't even sure what had happened, Dan was filming it against Steve Gray in final of
Sharp.
the Good Friday comp, and I hit it, and it didn't feel right, so I called a foul.
Yeah. But I think if you're aware that it might happen, then you're probably not going to call it.
Yeah.
Because you know it might. And it's within the rules, but you can still have kind of a right or wrong feeling about it.
Yeah, that's right. I think you know within yourself whether it's right or wrong, so.
Yeah. Anyway, it's 3-2. We have a final. Gus's 2 wins have been a little bit grindy, but it's irrelevant now.
Yeah, he's had his hand on the table a few times, so he'll be a lot more comfortable.
Yeah. And he's potted some good balls too, like the cannon that he took on was really good.
Tough opener.
Yeah. So this is going to be about 30 mile an hour.
Yeah, watch yourselves in the crowd.
Jeez.
It's hit the middle of the back rail, that white too, so he's controlled it well.
What about 23 balls hit a cushion there? Straight away, it's a bit ugly. I think if you go yellows and just try to get 2 shots straight away.
Yeah, if that plant in the bottom rail's on,
He may have a crack.
you go close because you can get on that yellow up the top.
Yeah.
You're going to get into these. No. He's going to hide.
Yeah. It's not good enough. Gus, I think, can pot this red.
Tough shot, but
But if he pots it, then gives him a chance to find,
Yeah.
just to find his way back into the game.
Look, he could even run it up the top if he wanted. I think he did both.
As a result, did nothing. I didn't like the cut because you don't know where the white's going. If you play it a bit badly, you might put the white in the middle.
In off, yeah. But even if you potted it, you're still in a pretty average position.
Yeah. We'll see how aggressive he feels. Not very, I don't think. It's going to be
He wants another crack at the
laying up.
snooker.
Yeah. He'll get a really good one this time, though. Still feel like it's a snooker, but you want to try to get the white really stuck behind the yellow so that you take out both side rails.
Yeah. Other than that, though, they were two average balls, those two. Now they're good.
Yeah, he's in box seat at the moment. And this isn't bad.
Nice touch.
Yeah. Instead of potentially missing, just force your opponent to answer the question.
Well, the thing with then Gus was playing off the left side cushions to get out of that snooker. A good chance of leaving him on his dead ball.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
That's
Surely he doesn't kick that out as well.
He's landed in the middle.
He's landed on it. Why wouldn't you?
And all he has to do is get that yellow in a potable position, and he's probably out.
Yeah. So you don't jack up here.
There's probably no need to.
Oh.
It's got a difficult. Actually, this is a bit tricky now. He's got a very slight angle on this yellow in the middle, and I think he can run down the table. So I think the white will travel kind of towards the black, just a bit to the left.
It's not ideal now. The yellow in the middle up the top. Would like to be on that in the middle. It's got to. Nope. Showing the signs that he's still trying to have a go though, Dave. He's still queuing everything. He's not rolling balls.
Yeah. You still got to play your game.
No, he's not going to be shattered if he misses a couple.
Yeah.
Good opportunity for Gus. One dodgy ball.
That's a good confident shot. And now you basically, you need one other good shot, don't you?
This is your money shot now, yeah?
Yeah.
He doesn't have to take it now. He could play the other one at the top. Nudge one of those reds out. Straight into the cush.
Yeah. I think in the context of the match, you probably have to take that on to like get you going.
Mm. Yeah, Ricky might have to cue this a bit. Make sure he gets a bit of contact on the yellow and doesn't just rest up against it.
Yeah.
No,
he's played it well.
Well controlled. He just wants to get the white away from the red so he can get his hand on the table nice and comfortably.
Yeah. He'll probably opt to get as straight as possible.
Mm. Going to punch it. Yeah. And that was for that reason. If that red wasn't there, you just stun that in and leave the white there.
Yeah. But he has to play this ball in a bit of a weird way.
Yeah, it's in between stun and screw, isn't it?
Yeah. Played it well. White's travelled probably just a tad too far,
Yeah,
but he should be
wants
fine.
to go up and down the table. Gus has got a wall up there.
Yeah. I think he can hold pretty easily though. Well,
Good
by
shot.
easily I mean leave
Yeah.
the weight in bulk.
Boy, easily, you mean not hit one of the reds.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll roll this one, Dave.
No, you got to play it confidently. Pretend you're playing for one of the reds. Ugh. Got him.
Good black.
Yeah. Can hear the crowd. This is what we're here for. If you multiply that by about 20, you'll get what's going to happen tonight. Just with vocals. If you live in Canberra, 4-2, yeah. If you live in Canberra, you should definitely come down to this venue either now or later tonight after dinner, because it's going to be something you'll never see for about 8 or 9 years.
Yeah, any pool players in Canberra,
Absolutely.
it's not like in Melbourne where you got to drive an hour and a half to get somewhere.
Yeah.
It's, get down here, show your support for the game you play.
Yeah. The Nationals changes state every year, so one in every 8 years that you'll be able to see something like this.
Victoria and South Australia tonight in the open teams will be an absolute cracker.
Yeah. I'm not just agreeing because I'm in the side, but it's just like that. That's what happens. Victoria and SA have good rivalry.
We always manage to have good matches.
Yeah, and we scream at each other. There'll be times where one team will be up and the other team will, like they're forced to bounce back, and it happens.
There'll be highs, there'll be lows, there'll be hugs, there'll be tears.
And then there'll be beers.
We didn't write that.
Butters and Roth performing at the Harmony German Club next Thursday. It's a bit of a containing safety by Gus. He would have loved to have had the red further, but
still hasn't had a ripper run of him, has he? He's finally gets a ball off the break and he had bugger all.
yeah. Ricky probably has to choose between covering the pocket or just putting the white on the side just killing the white ball. But he's not playing my shot because I'm an idiot.
Yeah, so he's just trying to kill the red on the rail here.
Yeah.
Just underhit it. I like the idea.
I was thinking he was going to play the top yellow, just put the white on the back rail.
He's left. Gus can run this down. I don't think there's any value in it. Because the two balls that he'd be covering, he leaves him on. He might have to take the double on, I think.
The double's a more aggressive option.
But it puts you in good shape.
Yeah.
There's a lot of value to it.
Shot.
So he's just got to negotiate the one tricky one in the middle.
He's reasonably straight on this ball, so you'll see him layer up a little bit.
Screw back off the cush.
He's probably just try to leave the white right in the middle of those four reds.
Yeah.
Give himself options. Or he can just stun straight back.
Take that up the top now, don't you?
Yeah.
He's just got room to put his hand down, I
every
think.
day.
Should be able to fit his hand in there. They're only small.
Got Dave Ewing next to me. I wonder if he's going to swap shirts with Gus.
I was laughing the other day when my mum came up to Darwin to watch. And I asked Gus what size his shirt was because I knew that it'd fit Mum perfectly, and I ordered one the same.
Nice.
Spot on.
Nice. It's a little bit awkward. He's off straight on this red. He would have rather to been a little bit to the left so he can pot the red in the corner. And screw back
Play this one down here and run through.
to the
No.
bottom left.
Got it thin.
Yep. So the yellows are on. Just has to find a way to pop them.
You can get the black will go under that red. If he plays the yellow in the middle now, cannon's off the black. Can he get down low on this yellow?
I think he thinks this yellow goes.
Oh, wow. Well, he's got second prize here and something else.
Yeah.
And puts it all back on Gus now, and he's left him very little.
Yeah, you've got two very thin cuts. If you pot this one and get good shape on the red in the right corner, he's overcut it.
He never looked happy about it.
Yeah. So Ricky's probably just going to cover the top right.
Does he take this one?
Probably take that first.
Take this one first and then run it up.
Yeah. He might even pot the yellow on the top left off the red.
No, it's not a good shot because he's left a gap.
Yeah. Thought that was a strange way of playing it, but with the side. Dave's just checking if the red goes in the top right corner. He's got half a pocket. The red in the middle of the table goes in the top right.
He's got to roll it, and he doesn't want it in because he'd be snookered.
That's a very good shot. So now we've got a safety battle.
Yeah, that Gus has just landed a very large blow in.
Yeah.
And Ricky's just got to cover the other one, doesn't he?
He's got to cover the other one and then probably do a better job with the yellow in the bottom left corner. But one step at a time.
Yeah. Well, Gus takes these on for sure,
Yeah.
as long as that black goes.
Pretty sure it does. I'm not sure if it goes at pace.
Well, look, if
Probably
it doesn't,
would.
you get on the double.
Yeah. His level of comfort on the out's going to be dependent on how close the red is to the rail on the top left corner.
He's definitely taken them on. That looked like a very easy shot, but he's played that really well.
Yeah. The white can have a tendency to die off the side rail and get it stuck on the yellow.
Yeah. Is he looking to play in the black back up top?
Maybe. I mean, he's got a little bit of angle. I think he can come down pretty far for the red. And he's pretty straight.
That's over half the table. He'll need a rest for this.
I've actually seen him use a rest for a shot like this. No, Mikey used a shot. He used a rest for this.
I saw Jaden use a rest for a shot like this last night. I don't think that was because of his height, though.
He's looking at the double. He's running out of time, so as long as he decides and executes, I think he's come far enough. But these are, if you smack these, they do square up a lot.
They do.
But they,
He's played enough on them now. He knows what they're doing, so
Yeah.
should get it. Oh, wow, it's gone off the yellow and still missed.
if the black enters the middle pocket at the same angle but slower, he just gets swallowed. So you probably saw the black go over the lip of the pocket. and just bounced straight out.
Well, it was pretty wide though, because he's hit the yellow and it still didn't drop.
Yeah.
So it's a great opportunity for Ricky to punish him.
Yeah. I don't think he's happy with where the black is, so I wouldn't be surprised if he tried to move it. There's probably no need to, but makes it out a little bit easier.
Yeah, if he does it with the right shot, he's fine because he'll leave him no shot on it anyway.
Yeah, he's got insurance balls everywhere.
Yeah.
I thought that was not going to drop.
Did hang out a bit wide.
Comes down the way bottom of the table here.
Out comes the black.
Yep. So you just want to focus on hitting the black here.
He can't not be on a ball. The only way this goes wrong is if he goes in off.
Good shot.
He's pushed it a little bit far, but that'll be fine. The one over the top left or any of them.
Yeah, top right one, bottom left, top left.
Bottom middle.
Whatever. Side middle. Well, you can play the harder shot and just get perfect.
I don't know if I would have taken that one on.
Probably shows how Ricky's feeling though.
Yeah.
Probably feels like he can't miss.
Would have liked to be a little bit higher.
Yeah.
But that'll be fine. Does he screw it? Does he run it?
I think he a lot of left on this.
Top left. Great shot.
Played that really well.
Yeah, that shirt's got to go. That's good out. Good clearance from Ricky there.
I feel like it's running away from Gus a little bit. He hasn't had the run of the ball so far.
No, but he's had opportunity then.
He has.
He needed to get them.
Yeah.
But he will get more chances.
Yeah, still the finish line is very far away.
Ricky's break on odds, I think.
See a couple of the SA guys there, Mikey and Cripsy. T-box. Roland.
And half the Vic side, or more.
All in their shirts, very supportive.
Yeah, except for Tim. I know, yeah, Tim, Pikey. Pikey's facing the other way watching Stevie Gray in the Masters final.
I think Tim's a little seedy. He's a little bit hungover from last night. Another monster break.
Yeah, he's going to be hard to stop when he's got his tail and tail up.
Yeah. If a red to the middle of these three in a line goes to the left pocket, he should be out.
If it doesn't, if the left one goes the other way. Yeah, the left one will go to the right side, I think. So.
Yeah, and the middle one should go. It's got a small pocket. So he clears
I think it'll squeeze in there, mate. It goes the other way anyway.
So he clears the three near bulk. I think the black It's not a full pocket into the middle, but that's an option if he needs. He also goes into the right middle, which is probably what he'll play for. But you just got to make sure of these three first. Get on a good angle to get down table. And he had a lot more angle than what we thought.
This is tricky because that is only half a pocket, that red.
Yeah. I don't think he'll be too phased.
Maybe less than half a pocket, I've been told.
Special comments from Dave Ewing.
By boundary runner, Dave Ewins.
He can't speak at all at the moment. His voice is a bit sore from last night.
Dave's, he's actually going for Gus because Ricky knocked him out. That was a total lie.
Ricky's being a little bit sensible here. Just trying to stick the white in the back rail so Gus doesn't have a clear shot.
I'm beside myself right now.
He looks like he can play the left one.
Good shot. Well, definite opportunity. There's really not that much work to do other than he's got one dead ball.
Yeah, he'll be trying to knock that out as early as possible. Or he'll just pot it. No.
So he's hit it pretty well. Came out about a centimetre, but he did hit it pretty well.
The speed definitely matters.
So now does he stun to where he is so he can run through on the middle to get over behind this yellow?
Yeah, I think he needs to get rid of that as early as possible. But I was wrong just earlier. So you never know.
Just stun back an inch. Yeah.
Should be all right.
Just run across to the cush. Yeah, somewhere there. Thank you for pointing where I'm talking about, Gus.
He wants to make sure that he's low on this yellow so the white goes back up the table. The one that he's going to play after this one. That's pretty good. He wouldn't have minded to be a bit further off the cushion, but
Ricky
he doesn't look too phased.
Ricky won't play another safety shot again if Gus gets these.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times I've done that. I'm not a fan of safety, and you try and play the right shot and someone goes game. Anyway, that's it. Never happening again.
That's a ripper of a shot.
Cued the crap out of that.
Still just needs to be a little careful to get on the right line.
Yeah, he's just in between sort of three-quarter ball and straight on this. He should be, alright, he's just going to run around. Get away from the red.
Yeah, that's perfect. Now you just land to the left of that chalk mark in the middle of a table and you're kind of fine.
Just overhit it.
It should be fine though.
Yeah, good finish.
The crowd's getting loud.
They're warming up. So 5-3, so Gus's break.
So if Gus can claw this one back, then he's going to feel really good about himself from 5-2.
Yeah, absolutely. Ricky will be fine. Just keep doing what he's doing. It's been good atmosphere, this venue. A little bit smaller than what we're probably used to, Dave.
Yeah.
But makes for good atmosphere.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the venue's split up into two. You've got an upstairs and downstairs.
Oh, he's done a Benny Noonan.
It's a good break too.
Yeah, the Reds are in strife. It's hard when your breaks aren't working beautifully and you want to get a ball so bad, you just give it that extra bit and lose the white.
Yeah.
Just running straight through on this.
Not sure if I like this. I'd prefer playing the same ball but getting the white down to play the left side red. Because that's a tricky ball. That's at least what I feel.
I think the one he just played was tricky because he didn't have a lot to get in good areas because of those 3 yellows there.
Yeah.
And it was hard to get position on your next ball off it. So I think he's just thought this is probably the best I'm going to get on it.
Yeah.
And if he didn't cannon that yellow, he runs through another few inches.
Then he's fine.
He's laughing. Oh, wow, I cannot believe he's played that shot.
He's played the coverage.
Yeah, too clever.
That's why we're sitting down, Butters.
That's right.
How did you go in the singles?
Yeah, no, thanks for asking. Got smashed first round, mate, by Paul Hancock. Cheers, though.
I didn't realise it was against the South Australian.
Yeah, no, that's good. You're a wonderful bloke, Dave.
I know. Don't ask me how I went. Thanks, Dan. I also lost first round to Ben McCauley from Tasmania.
Mate, I was supposed to lose first round. I didn't even make the state team, so. Just up here watching the missus play, mate. All right, another opportunity for Gus.
So he does have an option. He can either, I think he can just smack the yellow in off the red and try to go game, or he can take absolute control of that pocket. I don't think he'll like taking control of that pocket, but he'll do what he has to do.
Oh, I reckon Gus can get these. If he can get past far enough, you can extract that yellow on the side rail or just get fat on it.
And at this level, you kind of, if you have half an opportunity, you're going to take it because you've been playing that well for the whole tournament. That,
yeah, you don't get lucky and make the final.
Yeah, your mindset doesn't shift.
Oh.
Just needs to bounce. That's fine.
I don't know if it was a great shot. That can't be what he was playing for.
But he really wants to get onto the left. He wants to get onto the railer before he pots both of the 2 middle balls. So he wants to screw back off the right railer a little bit, which makes the pot a lot tougher. But he does have the red. Just
he's got to make sure he plays it off the red.
Yeah, and that's why he's played with top, just to make sure he pots the ball. He's going to have a much trickier out now, but
Yeah, it comes down to one good shot.
yeah.
But if you're a foot behind it and dead in line, it's a much easier shot.
Yeah.
Especially if you've got to do anything with the white.
He might extract it.
He's just dropping on it.
Oh, he's had the angle. That's good.
Now you can play it as a little soft screw if you want.
Yeah.
Get back for the middle or...
You just want the white to come off the rail a little bit so your queuing isn't hampered, and then you're in box seat.
He kind of needs that middle ball last because the black won't go in the middle, I don't think.
Yeah. Good confidence shot there.
Just got to be careful not to overrun.
I don't think does he want it? So it looks like he's playing the long ball first.
Yeah.
And the black goes in the bottom left corner.
Black goes in both corners. That's perfect.
Good shot. Now he just needs to judge how the white goes off the back rail.
Straight up and down will be fine.
I think with these sorts of shots, you just have to be decisive.
Yeah, pick a spot. That's perfect.
Yeah. You can get unstuck really quickly.
You're always going to favour the right side a little
Yeah.
because there was less reds there.
That's a good out.
All right, I will try and...
Is it 5-4
We
or
have a
5-all?
match. It's 5-4. 5-4. We need a... try and get a score update from the other tables. The women's final and the Masters final. All right, Ricky to break, leading 5-4.
He's kind of been left in his seat for a little bit.
Yeah, he's still in very good shape. One in front and leading. One in front and breaking, I should say.
Did he take the pace off that break?
Yes, and that's why he went it off.
So there's no balls that are really easy starters here. You've got a cut in the middle on the yellow. Or you've got this long red, which if you roll in,
He's queuing
Probably
well enough.
okay.
He'll be fine. So Christy Henville is leading Anna 4-1 at the moment.
good shot.
And Greg Laurie's 5-3 up on Stevie Gray. Well, huge effort from Greg here. He's knocked off Stubbsy, who was probably the favourite. Now he's leading the second favourite 5-3. Huge effort.
So which ball do you leave for the black here? You have to... It can't really be that ball in the left middle. I think you have to kind of take that before, but it doesn't link with anything else.
No, it doesn't.
So you may have to take that last, which makes getting on the black a bit or a lot harder than what you'd prefer.
Well, it means you've got to leave these two balls on the left till last.
Yeah.
So you land, on the perfect angle, so you can just roll it in. Oh, geez, that looked wide.
Out's reasonably difficult.
That red doesn't go in between the yellow and black, does it?
Surely not.
Tell you what, I reckon it might.
If it does, that's a huge result, but... It's running out of time.
Dave Ewens has said no. So he's using all of the pockets here, Gus.
Yeah.
He's gone right into the edge the last couple.
I don't mind this. So yeah, the red does go on the top right corner. His last ball is probably going to be the ball, the bottom right corner. But he has to get on it pretty well.
Just going to nail this up the top.
It's going to be dependent on how far he can get the white across.
Yeah, he'll be able to get right over. He's almost half ball on it.
But playing any ball at pace on this table makes the pocket so much smaller.
So Ricky not in the greatest shape, but he probably just run one up.
He probably runs
look
one
for
up.
some coverage.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just has a crack at a pot. and sees what happens. If it goes in,
What's he do with it? He's got one ball that's really tricky. It's the one on the right cush there. So it doesn't double either. Wow.
you just kill the red.
He's confident. Now he can play this off 2 cushions and extract that yellow.
The extraction.
That's it.
I love that word that you guys have made, by the way. The extraction.
Extraction. I'm not taking credit for that one.
Just, it sounds so Victorian.
As Victorian as Jamie Stevens and his favourite word, float. Float down the table.
Like linking ball extraction. Total granted. Granted, sorry. It's not a bad shot.
Yeah, it's a weird shot. If Gus isn't on up the top, which he's not, might have to play a swerve, pot the one up the top, somehow get the white to reverse the spin that's on it so it comes out, and then play the plant.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
I was thinking of that. If you
actually works. Triple the middle red and screw into the other one, nudge it over the hole.
Or he's just gonna,
Yeah.
or just nudge it over the hole naturally. That might be a good option.
Or you're on it. Yeah.
So Ricky can hit the yellow near the black, snooker behind the black, and get the red in the bottom right corner out. I think he can anyway.
Tricky when they're that close together, though.
Yeah. I think if a white was a bit further away from the yellow, he might do that.
Yeah. How good's
Confident pot.
that? We just punch the one up the rail. So we'll have 2 first time and perhaps 3 first time Australian champions today in the singles. We've definitely got one here, and I'm pretty sure the women's is definitely one as well.
Yeah.
And if Greg can knock off Steve, then yeah.
It'll be good all round.
Just got enough. Just got enough coverage, I think. Gus agrees by the look on his face.
And he'll probably have to do the same. When you've got problem balls, you kind of have to deal with them as quickly as possible. Otherwise, your opponent gets their other problem balls out.
Yeah, then you don't have the opportunity to do it. Running around.
Does he think he can? Oh, he's going to run this down.
Run it down.
Yeah. Not sure. Maybe it might even go. I don't think it will, but all you can do is play it as well as you can.
That's good hit.
So why didn't he just do that the first time and
I don't
leave
know.
his red up the top?
He's probably a bit close to it.
I think he tried to get better on the red down the rail to play a similar shot.
The rail ball was the way to go, I think, because that yellow is not. It's in a horrible position, and it's been there since the start.
Yeah.
And it still doesn't double because the black hasn't moved.
Yeah. Had you played the railer, you'd probably achieve the same result, but you've got both reds out.
Should bump this out.
Something I learned from watching Mick Hill when he came over was his he really focused on putting the white ball on a rail instead of like what we do is we focus on covering a pocket completely with an object ball, whereas he'll just half cover the pocket and put the white on the rail to make just any kind of shot really difficult cueing.
Yep.
And it forces errors out of your opponent. And I've actually seen that our players like Dave, Simon and Mikey have been like started to do that a lot as well. Like if they can't pot out, they'll just bang a hard ball out, just put the white like right in the middle of the back rail.
Yeah, well, no one likes being there.
Yeah. It's just percentage pull. I think seeing those shots by people we don't hang around kind of opens our eyes a little bit. That's a massive shot.
How do you like your theory now, Dave?
That is insane. Well, yeah.
That's a great shot.
Or wouldn't you just pot it? Yeah. Look at that forearm. It's at least 17 muscles in that. And Ricky, yeah, if this was a teams match, you would not be able to hear anything.
No. That's a great finish.
That's massive. A little fist bump from Ricky. He knows how important that was. 6-4 versus 5-all.
It's a very, very straight curious, Ricky. That's a awesome shot up the rail.
And he looks focused as well. He was telling me earlier that like when he knows he's 100% concentrating, he just does not talk to anyone. He doesn't want any bar of anything. And you have it. And he looks like that now.
Yeah, he's in the zone.
He's hungry. So his break is at Gus's.
At 6-4 is, yeah, Gus.
So Gus needs a good break here.
Just concentrating, timing it, not trying to break it. Just keep the white.
Just do it. It's good timing, nothing's gone in, and it's ugly.
Yeah, be doing well to go out from here.
I'm not going to say anything.
Yellow's probably the balls. Another one for Greg. So what's that? 6-3 in a race to 8.
What's the score? Sorry,
6-3 to Greg. Ooh, race to 8.
What is Ricky doing?
He's out. He's playing. He's potting this yellow. Then you got the one in the middle, and the one up the top left. And then the extraction.
The extraction.
Yeah, and then he's home. They're all easy from
Does
there.
he extract it now?
No, after the next. No.
Just smack the yellow in the middle and top left. No, because I'm an idiot, and that's why I lost first round. That's probably more sensible.
That's a good hit.
Because then he can play the extraction next shot.
No, mate, they're all there.
They're all there. Sure, if your name's like Rusty. I think you might even be able to just tuck the white in here, get a snooker.
Yeah, it's probably a good option. He's on this one in the middle. And no, if you can play this and get the other one out. Oh.
Well, he's got two results there for the time being.
Very smart of Gus there to cover two of Ricky's balls.
You cannot teach that stuff, according to Dave Ewing.
No, all learn
who's
it.
whispered that to us.
No.
Mate, you guys should hear Dave's voice. It's hilarious. sounds like Stephen Hawking.
About the same height too.
About the same.
Oh, Dave Ewing and impressions. That was awesome. Mate, the voice, I was the same last year. I lost my voice every second match. That's hard when you're playing 3 or 4 matches in a day.
It's brutal, yeah. Yeah, yesterday Ricky's voice just degraded over the day. He was sounding like the Godfather at the end of the Tassie match. And he got to the point where he just couldn't yell.
He was done?
Yeah. But he kept yelling, obviously, but...
I haven't understood a word Ben Foster said in a week.
Yeah. Oh, man. Ben Foster's voice completely disappeared.
Yeah, just went.
He just whispering. I've never... Yeah. Anyway, back to the match. Ricky's gotten almost all of his hard balls out. So he's in a position where he can go game.
Yeah, a little tactical battle.
Yeah. There's a little bit of safety here. He hasn't got it, so Ricky may have a crack here.
No, not putting the due care into that shot. How much will it cost him?
It's difficult because you're going to pot the 2 balls on the... Well, do you pot the... When do you pot the ball over the top left? Yeah. Not sure how I feel about that.
Well, it's made both of them on. So you got the plant now.
But you still have to pot the ball in the bottom right before the railer anyway. But Gus may have a chance here. No.
Just caught the jaw.
It's a little bit rattled, I think, from the previous frame, I reckon, Gus. He just doesn't look comfortable.
No, he seems to have rushed a couple.
Yeah. So I feel like Ricky probably doesn't even need to pop balls. He just gets this yellow out, which is what he's doing.
Chinesed him.
And now Gus is in a world of hurt.
He needs a big shot.
Which I don't know what he can play. What Gus has to do is come up with a way to get a shot that guarantees him he just needs to get another shot. I don't know if maybe you can put a red over the middle or something.
Just make a bit of a mess for him.
Yeah,
it's probably not good enough.
You either have to cause chaos or something. Does the black go in the left corner? You can probably see it.
If Carroll would get out of my way, I'll be able to see that.
It does go, okay.
Yeah, no, it's it. Yeah, you drive a truck through there. Been a couple of people that have stood in front of the monitors and turned around, looked at us and gone, "Oh, can you still see?" Yes, mate.
A lot of noise on the AEBF channel.
That flew out.
It did, and he's...
That got a big bounce.
I think he can play it with top and drift the white towards the left, towards the right rail, but...
We'll layer up with left-hand side, screw off one cushion.
I don't like playing...
I don't know why you guys laugh when I say stuff like that. That's actually what I do, so... See, you're loving my shot now, aren't you?
Genius. And you hear Alex going bunter.
He didn't give. He's just hit it too hard. He didn't give the wide a chance to curl.
Yeah. Wonder if he's going to double this yellow.
He can't really afford to, can he? Mind you, how do you cut it? Get the white to go in between the red and black, and then back across.
Either way, it's not easy. He's just cutting it.
He's cutting. Tell you what, he got through the gap twice, absolutely perfectly.
It's done well, and he's really lucky that the plant's lined up. It probably doesn't matter because Gus is still in trouble.
Gus got room to squeeze one in there.
Does he try or does he get the red out of there and try for a snooker?
Pretty risky. That looks fat too.
He's got a chance. Don't know if he can see the top one well enough. But
He's got no up and down, I don't think.
still yelling.
Greg Laurie flying.
Has Greg won a title?
No, I don't think
He
so.
hasn't. So it's exciting stuff. Ugh. It's a bit too hard, but that's cool. So now you just you panic. Nah, you I guess you just leave the white where it is, but then it's kind of a nothing shot. Gus will just leave the white down
be
there.
in the same spot. In saying that, you don't really have an option.
Well, I think, yeah.
Get it out.
Jeez. Probably the better option. You'd ask Gus the question and see how he responds.
And every possibility Gus is playing now with a little bit of wee in his pants after that shot.
No, he's just going to play a snooker here.
Always makes it more uncomfortable.
Yeah. So at the start of the match, Gus would take this on.
Well, he kind of has to. Like, what's he saying to Ricky if he doesn't?
Yeah. And Ricky knows that too.
Yeah, that's right.
Ricky, like,
He's wanted to
thrives
just,
off of
yeah, of course he will.
just knowing what his opponent's feeling.
Confidence player. Gus wanted to be a bit higher here and just roll in that red, play the snooker. Try and get over there again. No.
He's played that well.
Yeah.
He's still in no man's land, but he can just drop the red in the top corner and then play a cannon to the bottom left.
Well, if you just play a little bit of right-hand side on this, hold the white there, you can play that red in the middle, across the table. Not even having a dip.
Wow.
That's surprising.
Yeah. Shows he's under the pump a little bit.
Yeah,
Ricky's got a decent chance at this. He just smacks it.
Great
Go in the
chance.
middle or corner.
Blake's in the middle. There's only 2 pockets it doesn't go in, so.
He's apparently good at these two. Special comments by Dave Evans. That was a big let off. Gus has done enough work to get this frame.
Gussie, if you don't like it, Gus, just play the plant.
Yeah.
Hey, there it is.
There we go.
Frank is in the room for the first time during the match, I think.
So I feel like Gus needs to win this frame, keeping his 2 visits.
Yeah, just
You know what I mean? Like
for his
he
own
can't
head.
afford to miss one. He just has to play this with confidence. But now he's going to be playing the one in the bottom right corner, probably last, which makes it a bit tougher to get on the black, but he should be fine. But you can play on your mind a little bit.
Yeah, so he's already not really the way you would have wanted to go.
Yeah. But he'll just compose himself. He knows what he has to do. He's won a few tournaments now, hasn't he?
He won Geelong. That's his
Geelong.
first one. He won Anzac.
Nice. So he started to have a bit of a purple patch. That's a good shot.
He won them back to back too, so in succession, which was
This year?
last year.
Last year. Shot. That's a good out. You see him kind of do a bit of a hand wobble there. I think it means a fist pump.
You feel like Ricky's playing a little bit better, but Gus is still just hanging in there.
Yeah. I think he's just feeding off the mistakes of Ricky at the moment instead of taking it by the throat.
So 6-5 Rick and Rick to break.
Ricky's just asked what the score is. Wow. He's probably just asked what the score is for breaking. So he's changed sides on his break. There's
And the
a
white, hit the white, that's perfect.
almost smashed the white in half.
And nothing down.
Big chance for Gus.
What's better? Reds just? I don't know. Maybe yellows.
If he was on a yellow. I would prefer not reds, but maybe the red actually goes to the top left corner. It's hard to tell. I don't think it does. But you're probably potting this one here and then the one to the left middle. Depending on how you feel, you're probably trying to just take control of the top left pocket.
He's not going to be in great shape after this shot. Bit finer than he would have liked.
He's
Never gave it a chance.
that was just shot clock pressure.
Yeah, he's just
I think.
angry. He was angry at himself then too.
What do you think of the 2020? You probably had this discussion about 17
No,
times.
not
but
really. Once or twice, off
Once or
air,
twice?
off air, plenty of times. Yeah,
Yep.
but I think that should be something more like. I don't mind the time limit, but maybe 30-10.
Yeah.
I think the 20 seconds comes up very quickly and people panic. And
Well,
20 seconds, they're not sure how long they've got. I think if you got 30-10, you're used to a 30-second warning. It's a long time.
Yeah. Well, the 20-second
once
call
you get your
always
call.
appears while you're queuing.
It does, yeah. And if you went 30-10, once you get your 10 call, 10's plenty of time to go up this one, get down, address the ball and play your shot. You're not wondering how long there is to go. You know you've got to play your shot.
30-15 or something.
Yeah.
I personally really like it. Like just having a faster shot clock in general.
Yeah.
I think it's forced players to realise that there's a lot of time you spend at the table just staring brain dead at it. And
Absolutely.
having less time makes you more mentally active. And if you hear that 20-second call and you have to make a decision, your fundamentals are being tested. And if you can't execute well quickly, then there's something wrong with your pre-shot routine or your actual shot itself. And I feel like it's just going to force the players who really want to work on their game and improve that aspect that they're going to come out on top in a couple of years.
I agree with a lot of those points, and I think eventually it will make the game better.
Yeah. I think like in terms of sheer optimizing like pot outs or something. Obviously, having more time is going to give you better. You're going to see better outs. So he's on and out. You can actually. He's still good.
I think people they'll go by their instincts more often though, with a shorter
course.
amount of time. So
Yeah.
and you
But because
generally
they go
your
by
instincts out of pot.
Yeah, absolutely right. And I feel like because you're more going with your instincts, if your fundamentals are better, you just confidence is key. If you've got 60 seconds for a shot, you're going to wipe your cue 2 times, line up twice, and then you're just going to probably
shot.
miss it.
Yeah,
Shot, Gus.
been a good outie.
But I know there's a lot of people who are very against 2020, and the major reason is you don't get optimal pull sometimes.
Yeah, but that's, it will happen.
Yeah.
I believe it will happen.
I'll give him.
I know. Where's this going?
Oof. I don't think it goes under, but he might be able to take control. Might be able to double it.
That's, geez, he's run a long way, a lot further than he wanted on that.
Did he rush that?
Twitchy?
Yeah, I felt like he rushed it too.
One good shot from Rick and he's it's all over. Get rid of these two, he can get that yellow off the cush up the top.
Not even sure if he needs to. Like the yellow in the middle is kind of good just for getting on this yellow on the top left, just to have a linking ball. Or he'll play your shot.
Yeah, right. Play a snooker. It's actually not bad value of snooker here because you can't really pot it out of a snooker over there.
That's what he's thinking about. Just give yourself a little bit of a better out. The only problem you might have is if Gus does miraculously get out of this, you're going to have a real tester of a shot.
That's a tough shot.
Yeah. Yeah, this is...
Triples cut off by that. Up and down's cut off by about 4 of them.
You almost have to masse this. Bit
What I'm
hard.
trying to do, put the black over the hole.
Not sure, but... I mean, a shot like that, if you have more than 40 seconds, then you might come up with something, but it's difficult.
Well, that's going to be 7-5. Still looking pretty comfortable.
Just taking his time deciding how to play the railer.
He wants those two last, does he?
I think it'd be fine if you just pop the 2 easy balls, just get dead straight on the railer, just make sure you pot it, and then just waste one on the black, if you need to.
Yeah, the only thing that can really go wrong is if you
Get it thick.
draw it
Yeah.
and it sticks to the black.
That's fine, you just roll this yellow and just make sure of the pot.
You don't even need to.
Just bump the yellow out, yeah. Shot.
Very thin.
That's fine.
Yeah, solid.
Jamie Stevens.
7-5 Ricky. It's starting to get towards danger for Gus if he doesn't stick with him here.
He just needs to get that out, those last 2 balls.
Steve Gray still hanging in over there.
He well championed himself.
Yeah.
Ricky wants another beer. Oh, this is exciting. All right, Gus to break.
It's now 5-3. Christy Henville leading Anna Sameno.
It's a good break by Gus. This is really good.
One dodgy red and that's it. Which isn't even that dodgy, I don't think.
The first thing he's doing is just checking whether the red goes or not. If it goes, he probably gets on it now. Yeah, it's tough. It's gone yellows. Guess he can take control of the bottom right pocket. He might not even need to do that. He can actually pop the
might be
on the
able
bottom
to
right
get it
and knock
anyway.
it out. It's probably better because that'll just float over to the middle. He just has to keep it together. He's a bit off. Bit off this one in bulk.
Yeah, he's just on the wrong side of it.
But he'll want to keep the yellow over the middle as insurance.
So he may take this one now. Rail first off the red. Nope.
He just wants to get a bit closer.
Oh no, if he pops out, he can play the yellow in the middle off that red and clear the red. He's just run too far on it.
This is okay. Pot the railer with a ton of left-hand side.
And just nick it.
Yeah, well, you have to pot it, don't you?
Yeah.
With this hampered queuing too. That's a great shot.
Yeah, that's
really
enough.
It's enough. I think he's got enough on this. He's got enough angle on this red in the middle to the yellow in the middle to float down. I think. But if not, he just screws back to the right side rail. Then he's got choice of balls.
So this is your key shot.
And that's fine.
Just enough.
I think he can avoid the red on the bottom rail.
Just got to cue this nicely.
That'll do.
He should be able to cue it most of that cue ball. Doesn't have to do anything
I'm right
with the
behind
light.
her. I think he's perfect.
Just make the pot.
Yeah. It looks like he was cueing the white slightly off center, just because he's a little bit hampered.
Because he was hampered.
Yeah. Makes it tricky. So Ricky's got a decent chance here.
Great opportunity. He can have a crack at this red here if he wants on the bottom rail.
Not sure if he will.
He might try and move it just because he doesn't have a good link-up ball after it. No, he's backing himself in, mate. Or he's just playing a safety.
Yeah. I like the safety here.
Yep, just running it.
And he's played this pretty cleverly. He's left Gus not totaled, so Gus can't just roll up to this yellow. He has to do something.
Yeah, it's a good shot. And basically, he's got to pot it. Got to pot it, or it will be 8-5.
All right, Ricky, come on. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Come on, Rick.
These with 2 shots should be a formality.
Yeah, I think the only way he doesn't go game here is if he trips over his shoelaces and
falls
headbutts
over
the
or something.
table. Yeah.
Or Gus challenges him to an arm wrestle.
Who would win?
No, I'm going to sit on the fence on that one.
Oh, 20 seconds, Ricky.
Cruise control.
It's interesting how much faster players are around the table in singles matches than they are in teams. It's, you're freestyling versus just one frame pull, and you have to do it for your team.
If you rush a shot in the teams, you get berated.
Yeah. When in reality, you should probably be playing the same way in both settings.
Well, that's the pull that got you there generally, so...
Yeah.
8-5, so dangerous times for Gus.
Hey, that's over. So Greg's beaten Steve. It's Greg, isn't it? Yeah, Greg. For the high fives. The Tassies are so... they're such a
very
team.
vocal.
Yeah, they love it.
Great support and great effort. What an effort for Greg. He's taken out Stubbsy and Steve. Great. It's huge.
Congrats.
2 world champions.
Yeah.
Stubbsy won the world, the Masters over 50s last year.
Oh, nice.
Well, the red just snuck past, so it's on in the middle.
Yeah. Huge chance here. We've got 2 tough balls, one near the black, one on the left side rail. This white ball's kind of travelling in no man's land after this, so he's probably going to give this a bit.
You've just missed that first yellow and cannon into the second one. It should hold nicely for the red in the middle.
Probably give this a bit. Or not much.
Well, he got past.
It's a good shot.
Yeah, well, he's got to go. He's got to get up table now, doesn't he?
He does.
What's your link-up ball after that one in the middle up the top?
You don't really have much.
No. He's coming back.
He gets the one near the blackout before that. Maybe plays a double on the left ball, or just cuts it in. Black last.
Get off the cush. Yeah, I reckon the double's a good chance.
He's giving himself every chance to get on the hill here.
Well, he can pretty much double it from where the red is, so he's only just got to drop this in. If you can get out a little bit better, he will. But if he's straight, there's no need. I know he must have plenty if he reckons he can get there. Oh,
Nice.
he's almost too good now.
Yeah. So these softly just get swallowed by the pocket, but at pace, it's difficult.
Yeah, well, if you're playing at dead weight, you're pretty much playing the black from where the red is now, and that's
very hard.
It's a tall order. Just drop it in, give yourself a chance. Great
Big chance
opportunity,
for
Gus.
It's got a shot to nothing.
Get his dead ball out and play a snooker.
I think he just popped the dead ball
Yeah.
and then play the bottom. Just play the bottom yellow and go game. I think a black goes past the red.
That's the one. Yeah, just about all rollings now. Half a pocket for the black, so you want to make sure you land fat on it. He's still looking a bit dishevelled out there, Gus, isn't he?
He is.
Doesn't look completely settled. Good shot.
But he's still playing. He's still playing the.
Yeah.
Like he's electing to let his arm out. What I mean is you can play shots either like soft stuns and screws, or you can like go off two rails to like get used to how the white travels around the table and get used to your own body action kind of thing. And one's just a more confident way of playing.
Yeah, it depends on your style of play too.
He's just checking exactly where he wants to be. Probably just to the left of the black spot in the middle of the table.
That's perfect. Eight-six.
He's still alive.
So, Gus to break.
Correct.
All right, huge break for Gus here. And a bit of a missed opportunity for Ricky there. 9-5 would have almost put it out of reach.
But that's not what the crowd paid for. Crowd wants 9-all. I don't.
Well, Franca de Giorgio, Gus's mum, certainly doesn't want 9-all. She will have a stroke.
None of the SA guys want 9-all. None of the Vics want 9-all.
No.
ACT guys probably want 9-all
Yeah, probably.
to watch us suffer.
Lynchy wants 9-all.
Lynchy wants 9-all.
Yeah, so they should give him.
Big
so they
break.
should give him 9-all.
How's this break?
Good break. One tricky one. That's it. Yeah, 9-all. Lose the shot clock.
Yeah, well, they actually do that in some 9-ball tournaments.
Hill.
Yeah, if it's double hill, they'll drop the shot clock. In 9-ball, I think they have 45 seconds, but at 35 they give you a 10-second warning, and then at like a 5-second countdown.
Oh, the beep.
Yeah. So what's Gus's last ball? Not this one. I was thinking it might be this one.
Oh, that's straight into the cush again too.
He probably had a free stab at that actually, because look where he's left the white. I mean, it gives Ricky a chance to get some control, but if that red goes in, then he's probably out.
What's Ricky do with this? Try and get it under the red.
Yeah. No, he's just going to pot it. Watch out for the red.
That's a clever shot. It's caused some problems.
Well, he caused problems. The red to the left, in the left middle there, does go in the bulk corner. So he can play the 2 in bulk, and then get down to the one in the left corner. If he plays them on the left corner, then he can actually get on the one in the middle of the table.
Yeah. You can play that. Yeah, there's his line. And just stun back around that yellow. Oh, no.
I'm not sure if he's
Still
on
have
that.
the potting. No, he doesn't.
Doesn't look like it.
In a little bit of strife now.
What do you reckon about just sending the white back up to bulk?
Might have to.
Give a hard shot. I was going to say there's probably no need to play that, because you give Ricky a lot of, like, you give him the ability just to now do anything.
He's
Whereas
got
if you leave the
options.
white back up the table, Ricky has to play a good shot if he wants to get more control back. Now Ricky, not sure if the yellow passes red. I don't think it does.
Just
But
going
he
to
can,
cover
he
up
can
here.
smack it out.
Yeah.
That's a good shot.
Yeah.
This red might actually go in the left middle or doubles.
Probably double. No, it'll definitely double.
So it's a half chance for Gus.
If he plays it right, he can get on that other red too.
Yeah.
The tricky one.
And the black's got a couple of pockets he can go in.
He's playing it off the yellow.
Maybe. Okay, it's hit a rail.
That's not bad. Does Ricky try and clear him? Leave him too much. Play the yellow under the red, kick the red
think
over towards the
yeah.
other pocket.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It's good thinking.
And he's kept him off it. He's pretty much got to jam it out of there. But then you give Ricky a chance to go game, but
Sometimes you have to take that risk.
you do.
That's all you can do. You just ask the question of your opponent. Yeah, it's pretty tricky. Gus has left Ricky off of the, like, doubling the yellow on the left side rail.
Yeah, you're not taking them on if you're putting them on over the hole first.
Yeah.
getting harder for Gus to go too. They're just making it harder for each other. And harder for themselves at the same time.
Yeah. Does Gus try to... Oh, he's on the red, actually. I was going to say, does Gus try to go, like, try to make something happen? There's probably no need for that. Just get your balls into potable positions.
Christie leading 6-4 against Anna.
So if you're Ricky, do you just half ball this yellow out on the left side rail, just put the white over near your ball in the bottom right corner?
Yeah, you give him one shot to go game if you do that though.
That's clever. Gus has got a slight chance here. Does he cover up or try to smack him out?
Well, if you smack through that gap, you try and get between the yellow and the cush. You have a very good chance. You open the pocket up, or you knock it on. Good shot. Does Ricky take the cut and try and bang him out?
I think he wastes one and then bangs him out.
Going to kill this red.
He really wants to open that pocket up.
Did you get there?
No, I think his biceps have let him down. He hasn't decided. He might be on the left one.
He's on one of them. Fine shot.
It's Gus's chance.
Gus takes the one over the hole.
Yep. Floats back through the gap.
So, no dramas for you, Gus, just to make sure he gets back through the gap.
That's fine.
That's
Played
flying
that
off.
badly that he's on the other ball. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Like, you've got a lot of margin of error. But he's played it. He's played that first ball in a really smart way. Like, if you hit that yellow too thick, if you hit the red too thick, it bounces into the yellow. So you just make sure you get out. Good shot. Good work. This will give him some confidence. Good out.
Well, after Ricky having an opportunity to go 9-5, Gus has pinched him and got that one, and he's now only trailing by one. So game on.
Absolutely.
right, just coming back from their toilet break right now. Australian singles final, men's. Augusta Giorgio trailing Ricky Emery 8-7. Race to 10. They're both few more mistakes in the last few frames as the arms tighten up as we get towards the end, Dave.
Yeah, it's generally to be expected. You don't want to see it. You want to see him go well all the way, but makes for an exciting finish. You can feel the tension.
Absolutely. So it's Ricky's break, I believe.
Yeah. He's just composing himself. His last break was really good.
Yeah, huge.
And all the others. That one wasn't as good.
He's
Got the ball.
Tricky starter on either. Probably the Reds, Dave. Oh, I don't know, actually. They're all pretty average.
The one near the black is average. Well, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I still think Reds, he might have to take this double. Double the right one.
Yeah, I think with Reds, if you let Gus to the table, he's got a lot of like Gus is in control with where the yellows are, I feel, because they're all covering the Reds. So I think Ricky has to go game here.
I think the one next to the black's the trickiest one. The other two that he just pointed out then, that'll get run down the rail, then you play across the table, so
Then he can probably double the last
he
red.
might have to double that, yeah.
Three precise shots in a row.
Well,
But he'd be capable of it. He's got a
Sounds-
good angle here.
sounds difficult, but I mean, we're talking about two guys that have made the final of the Australian singles, so
True. Both at the top of their game.
three precise shots in a row is probably not too much to ask.
He might actually be able to play the railer for coverage. That's what he's looked at.
Yeah, he's just covered.
It's a good shot.
Oh,
Gus is in a lot of trouble now.
yeah, he's in a world of hurt. You try and get these out, cut one across and jam the other one out.
I don't know.
Could end up playing it straight into the red, but he's just going to force him.
He's opened up. All of his reds are open now, at least. All the yellows, sorry. Keep mixing up reds with yellows.
It's tough, mate. It's very close. He's left him something up the top, has he? Yeah, I know they're all opened up now, but it's still, you're still got to make some pretty good shots here.
Well, Gus is on the bottom yellow. He's looking at it now that he can just get underneath the red in the bottom left corner.
He's unsure.
Maybe he's just putting the white near the red.
Good shot. Well, he's pretty much got to go now, doesn't he?
I think he can still take control of the bottom left pocket.
Easy to accidentally knock it in, though.
Yeah. Yeah, if you knock it in, you're gone, aren't you?
Yeah.
But I think you can do it. Just play it in a way where you kind of just more focus on punching the red out rather than taking control.
Mm.
But you can't do it from here.
No, you can't. 'Cause you're running it.
That was a confident shot.
Well, he's got his work cut out for him now. Whereas
Yeah.
he's going to have to run through on the one in the middle. Why would we be looking at that?
I would seriously consider running the one in bulk. Almost now, put the white in the back rail. So I don't think you can go game from here. You've got about a 3%.
It's a
3%
massive
chance.
It's a massive out if he gets it.
Yeah. These railers are not easy. But then again, they're finalists.
That's right. It's a big moment. Huge moment.
They know how to be confident at times like this. And the Australian champions are just aggressive. They get these out so often that it's worthwhile going for.
So he's got the tricky little rail shot, the double, and then the black down the rail. What more could you ask for?
Yeah.
That's gone straight into the cushion.
But now Ricky has to deal with the black, but he's got obviously more balls to get on it.
I think he'd be happy having to deal with it other than seeing Gus have a go at it.
Absolutely. It's his third chance to get to the hill.
Safety.
Safety. It's played as a shot to nothing. It's got to be careful here.
He's got to get this really thin.
It's a bit thick. There's 3 chances at Ricky's.
These are still, it's a 2-ball out with 2 shots. It is still not that easy.
Yeah.
If you miss the double, do you even play for the double?
I think you just hit this full on the face and just put it in the middle of a table.
It's a bit wide.
Yeah. He's played it well. He's got a little bit of angle. I think he's
It's
fine
going to be
get
getting
down.
pretty close to it.
Yeah. Big shot. Would have loved to have been about a foot closer. But
Yeah, I don't
sometimes-
think he could afford to with the angle he had. He was getting too close to it.
Sometimes having a hard shot's better than no shot. It's a good shot.
Got it.
You can hear the Victorians. They're loving it. From 5-2, 8-5, now 8-all.
Race to 2 for an Australian title, mate.
Yeah, it's exciting. You can hear the crowd. They're going mental. The South Aussies need to start yelling.
That's 3 in a row for Gus. Yeah, that moment where Ricky's left himself off his last ball at 8-5. Left himself, didn't leave himself a pot on it.
Yeah, I think he'll compose himself though, but it's hard to get those games out of your mind.
All right, 8-all, Gus to break. Race to 10, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh man, best of 3. Wow. There are a lot of 10-8 score predictions by people.
It's just a weak prediction.
Yeah, it's fence sitting. Still,
Oh, I'll tell you what, Franco went early there.
yeah. So take the yellows and just get some more control.
Yeah, there's not really an out there. You can't move that yellow with anything else.
And the only thing you can really do, you can promote that yellow and leave the white in the back rail, which is what he may do actually. So the white's on that back rail. Ricky has nothing.
Almost left himself on an angle to move it here if he was a bit higher up the table.
The one on the left, one on the right rail links with the ball in the middle of the table near the black spot. Yeah, but he's just... I think I would promote the yellow. Or do you pot the one in bulk first? Probably pot the one in bulk first and then promote it. Get rid of it.
Don't have to deal with that end anymore.
That's not bad.
All right. Rich just gets that red out of there.
Yeah, just stick to the white. Just stick the white to the bottom red. Oh no, you can
Nudge it in front.
Yeah.
No, that's a clever shot.
And all the reds might be on. It's a bit of a. You can see the two reds and the black there. I don't know if it passes. It's a half chance for Ricky, but see how he takes it.
He's got to get rid of that red across the table, doesn't he, on the cush?
I think if you pot this one in the middle, and then you get high on the other red in the middle, and you can kind of then like screw to break out the two reds.
Yeah, and it's a shot to nothing because you'll be on one of the other two anyway.
Yeah. So you might just drop this in. It's like I thought he might have just rolled that in and then cut this red in the corner, go off the back rail.
Yeah, I reckon that's the shot.
Into it.
No, just still play with one cush. Oh no, look at that.
It's a good shot, he's got the doubles on.
If that cuts to one, if it's not, he's in trouble.
I think he can play the double and then hold the white for one of the reds in the middle.
Yep. Or just check it up.
So has to go in. Good shot. You can hear the guys firing up now. They're probably louder than us.
Next shot's the key one. Screw straight into that red.
That'll do. You just have to decide how you want to get onto the black now. So you can easily end up in no man's land and have to play like a bit of a power shot to get on the black.
Just land as straight as you can.
And that's fine. Pot this with a bit of side, black in the middle.
Come on.
Yeah. Just probably don't want to leave it sticking to the cushion.
He's got to feel good after this.
This is a good response after losing 3 in a row and having opportunities. No reaction, nothing. He's just getting on with it.
Yeah.
So Ricky
That
on the
was
hill.
huge.
Yeah, that was not small at all.
And he knew where his problem balls were, and he's dealt with them.
Negotiated them very nicely.
Negotiated, extracted the balls.
Mate, just because there's a handful of pool players in Victoria that have a vocabulary,
Oh, mate,
there's no need to take the proverbial out of us.
my English is pretty bad.
Yeah, English.
I speak maths. or complete garbage.
All right. Ricky Emery to break it, leading Gus Giorgio 9-8, finally Australian singles.
It's his last break, and he will want a massive one. Let's change sides again.
They didn't come apart very well.
Ugh, that white's just somehow got in the middle.
That was a bit stiff.
Yeesh. All these reds are actually on in pockets. Hopefully he has enough time to negotiate, to map it out. This plant's on it makes things a lot easier. And he wants to get onto 2 balls as early as possible. One is right in the middle of the table, and also the one that's kind of up and left of the black.
He's changed his mind 6 times. Yeah.
Which good
Yeah,
job. I mean,
he
he can screw into the
into the
red
yellow
on the left
hopefully.
straight away.
That red might go in the middle. He's looking now, so. Up the top.
Do you play it now? It's either that or the bottom left one.
It's awkward anyway. You come and play the one over the hole. You've got awkward bridging as well and queuing.
Well, yeah. The awkward one at the moment is the one.
Oh, he's fed on this.
one. Okay.
We'll just shut up then. Snuck that in too.
The black goes in the bottom left pocket.
Just got to not underhit this ball.
Yes, so not nick it on the way through. Yes, so not nick the other red. And that's fine. Well, black's actually a lot tighter than what I thought.
Sorry, mate.
The black's actually a lot tighter than what I thought.
It goes the other way. Oh, look at this. Oh.
I think it'll be just on. He's not happy.
In the middle.
Yeah.
Now, where's the white going?
It's going straight into the yellow.
Yeah.
And then somewhere.
And then probably snook it
Hopefully.
behind a wall of balls.
Hopefully it's still on the table.
Well,
Does he hit this red full into, like, just hit the white full into the red, and the red goes off
might
the
have
yellow?
to double it.
It's going off the yellow. No, it's not. I'm an idiot. Okay. So Ricky has a chance for the Australian 8-ball title. It's a good opener.
Get a feeling this is over.
It's going to be all dependent on how well he gets on the railer. Because he can roll the railer in, and he's got a ball in the right middle.
Yeah, you can roll the railer in or play it with a little bit of stun. Leave Gus just on the wrong side of it, so then he's, even if you miss it.
Great shot, mate. Come on.
It's a bit too far.
This is the shot, mate.
Come on, buddy.
This is this rail ball now is pretty much an Australian title.
Does he play this now, or does he play like pot the 3 bottom yellows first?
Get rid of it.
Get rid of it. Good shot.
How's that stayed up?
On any other table, that's him.
He can get around. He's just got to
can.
not snooker himself behind the 2 yellows down here.
Yeah.
That's where he's got to land right where he's pointing.
He's got to avoid hitting the yellow in the middle of the table as well. So he's just checking that.
Now he's got to play off the cushion and run it over.
Yeah, and hope for a result.
Yeah, cross the table up the backside and hopefully run it straight across.
Lots of yelling. Just has to hold himself for 6 balls.
Well, this first shot's probably the hardest one he's going to have.
Yeah. At least that one wasn't overscrewed. He's good. Just got to hold your nerve, buddy. So do you play top left ball first or the middle?
There's your answer. Oh wow, look at this.
Only perfect.
Nearly woodsied himself on that ball.
So if you need to get a bit more angle, you can play rail first into this, which is
I reckon he
what
will for
might
sure.
do.
Just try and catch it half ball.
Just give yourself a shot on this.
Oh, he's so close.
That is.
He's got away with it.
Come on, buddy.
Screw back and play it half ball off the red in the left corner. Shot to nothing.
No. Whatever you do, just be decisive. What a great shot.
Oh no, this doesn't go in there. Goes in there. That's a great pot. Tricky shot to play around the wide around as well.
Yeah. Does this black go on the right middle?
No.
The right corner? Yeah, okay. This is it.
It's nice and fine. Most important black you've ever potted, Rick. Probably best you make sure of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
He's got it.
That's the first emotion he's shown in the match.
Ricky Emery has won the Australian 8-ball singles.
Congratulations, Ricky Emery, and Gus to Giorgio. Fantastic effort, mate.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be there again.
Man. Everyone's around Ricky. He's going to be over the moon with this. He's just hanging on to Chris Ormsby. That's sensational. So the ladies' final's still going. I'm not sure what the score is, but that's on the AEBF 8-ball YouTube channel. So I've been hanging around for an hour and a half. Got the women's team's final on. That should be a pretty awesome match as well. ACT were really loud in the semi-final and the prelim, so I expect them to be really loud again. So we'll catch you guys then.
Cherry